Hey there, Dr. Veit here with a case study, and what I've got here is an analysis of one component of a brilliant sales letter. It's one of the best sales letters I have seen in a long, long time, and I'll show you why I think it is one of the most brilliant things, so you can go and model it in your sales letters. Okay, so what we've got here is this offer here by Sasevich, and there were so many cool things in there that I basically had to create a PDF of this page and highlight it. So what I encourage you to do is go to this page and have a look at it. There's a link somewhere around here so you can see and follow along, because some of the elements didn't show up in the PDF. Okay, so you can see the original as it's there. So let me switch over to the PDF, and there we go. All right, so here you can already see, for example, the video is missing, but overall, Sasevich targets entrepreneurs who are helping the world, changing the world oriented. Think personal development, think coaches. That is her target audience. And what we're going through now is the different elements, so you immediately see why this is a great offer, right? So for right in the pre-headline, she talks about heart-centered entrepreneurs. So anyone who reads this and who falls into that target audience will have heard that term being used. In personal development, that is used all over the place. People immediately go and resonate with this. Yes, I am heart-centered. This is all about giving, changing the world in a positive way. Now, many people struggle with the fact that they don't actually make money with it. They really want to go out, and I've seen this so many times. I've been in personal development for years and years and years. I've been to plenty of those big ticket seminars and all kinds of personal development things. I've got tons of books, and one of the big things is that a lot of people have that classic starving artist thing. They want to give, but never take anything in return. And they all intellectually get the concept that, for example, Warren Buffett is one of the richest guys in the world, and as a result he can truly give at a massive scale, and everyone gets that intellectually, but everyone's going, how do I get there? So what Lisa's doing here in the headline, or her copywriter, is basically starting with that big thing. Yes, that is me, heart-centered, and then already there's a big pain there. Most people don't have an actual business. Okay, I need to listen because this is me, I'm heart-centered, and can I find out how to create an actual business? So what I've tried to do is here, the positive stuff, this is what I identify with, this is what I aspire to, is in yellow, and the pain points are in green. So then it's basically just repeated in the headline, where we go, blessing out into the world. That is what the coaching fraternity wants to do. Bless the world, reach out, change the world for in a better way. They also want to get paid handsomely. I should almost possibly make that like green and yellow, because that is the big crux point, as I said before, actual business, not getting paid. And also the fun bit. A lot of people basically find fulfillment only when they come to these seminars where there are lots and lots of like-minded people. That's one term I didn't find in here, like-minded. Lisa, you must put like-minded in there. When you're surrounded by like-minded people who all want to change the world, that is fun, that is inspiring, that really gets your juices going. And the reality is, when you get back, you almost feel slapped in the face, and that is one thing that's missing. So, I guess these two should be yellow. That's what we want, but it's also a reality. We're not getting it. So, what you'll notice here is highlight of this is you, highlight of problems and stuff you're aspiring to, in a very emotional way. There are no hard facts. This is how you make $75,000. Who cares? This target audience is all about emotion. Well, any target audience is about emotion. That is why this is such a brilliant sales letter, because it does that one thing right. And that's basically the one thing that we're talking about today. I mean, there's so many elements, but we're just talking about the emotional part, and she does it so well. So, in the real page, which you go have a look at, there's a video here which you should definitely watch, so you can see all these elements repeated. So next element here is yes, you can. Okay. People in this marketplace, they go from seminar to seminar, and a lot of people, instead of taking holidays, they go to yet another high-ticket seminar, and year after year they have the same aha moments, the same breakthroughs, and go, now it's going to be different. Of course it's not going to be different. So one of the things is they need someone to show them there is hope, you can truly do this, and that's what she does here. Yes, you can. Here are a couple of the points that everyone who is there and I'll tell you in a second why that is. They resonate with immediately the 80-hour work week, the starter, tons of startup money, the slimy, inauthentic. So let's look at the first two: 80-hour work weeks and tons of startup money. The one thing they keep telling you at personal development seminars is, well, you just need to be resourceful, and then put out your wishes, and the universe is going to sort out the rest. And no one knows how to do it. So it's a huge pain point for everyone in that marketplace who hasn't managed to get to, for example, Lisa's level. And that's why, once again, this is a huge pain point. It's an emotion. It's like, I've got this, everyone tells me I need to be resourceful, but I don't know how to. And here are two very specific instances of that kind of thing. And then, of course, the slimy and inauthentic selling part, which is, again, it's kind of the polar opposite of what coaches and heart-centered entrepreneurs want to do, namely go and change the world in a positive way. And selling, we all associated with sitting at the dinner table, the phone ringing, someone, hey, you need insurance, which is the opposite of what you want to do there. All right, so then just quick introduction, couple of bullet points. If you want this here, getting your brilliance out. The one thing in personal development seminars, they all tell you, do you feel that you've got it? Do you feel it with every fiber of your body, every single atom, that you have something that can change the world in a positive way? And of course, we all do this, all right? And there you go. There it is, written in those words: getting your brilliance out, transform the world, making good money, time and freedom. Boom. It's basically repeating what you said beforehand. Then repeating, don't love selling it. There you go. Now, here's a very important point. So, all that's happening at the moment is you've identified or self-identified, yes, I'm a heart-centered entrepreneur, and there are a couple of positive and negative things. They're all emotion-based. Then we go on to this here, right? This is the first hint at a solution, namely, the seminar. Let me personally walk you through, how to build a successful, sustainable business, okay? The key reason I'm highlighting this here, let me work you personally, I need to phone her up and say, look, that's through, is that this is a classic marketing thing. If you have a solution that does it for you, is done for you, if you can give the responsibility to someone else, and this is not meant to be in a negative way at all, it's just people who are in the target audience have been struggling with this problem for such a long time. And they're still going, well, how am I being resourceful? How do I get started? How do I actually do this thing? So the moment you have someone who says, don't worry, it'll be done for you. It almost happens by itself. You just need to be present at this talk here or this thing. Then it's all going to happen for you. This is immediately like this huge stone off your shoulders. Like, oh, whew, excellent. Okay. Then a beautiful list. This is for you if you are, and then she alternates negatives and positives. Here's a frustration, trying to figure out how to do it, exhausted from the endless one-on-one coaching sessions, frustrated by spending plus also the aspiring things, ready to break into the six figures, which is basically for most people ready to break into making any money, wanting to get your hands on a proven system. Once again, system is something that does it for you, and ready to create the lifestyle, etc. Okay. So there you go. If this sounds familiar, the reason I'm highlighting this here is basically at this point, Lisa has said, you are like this. And she's basically listed the frustrations and she's listed the aspirations. Now, anyone who comes to this point and says, actually, those are neither my frustrations nor my aspirations, does not read any further. So the beauty of this is that she doesn't have to go, right, I'm trying to appeal to this group and the other group and that one over there, etc., etc. No, this targets very specifically just one group, meaning she can use those very specific emotions, and as you can see, and you should read through the entire sales letter, she hammers home those pain points. She's identified them once and now hammers them home over and over and over and over again. All right? So here are a couple of more aspirational things. I build a multi-million-dollar business. Once again, highlighting systems and processes. Systems and processes is something that does it for you. And we're doing the first introduction of social proof, taught to hundreds of my private mentorship students, and they too have experienced big success. So not only did she, but also other people. Okay, pay attention. She did it, and other people did it. Very, very important in your sales letter. If you just go, it worked for me, yeah, it might be a one-off, or you have special powers. But if it works for other people, excellent. Alrighty. So once again, I've been blessed. It's just a repetition. As you can see, there is a ton of repetition going on here. And that drives it home, that one particular message, okay? And this one, she's saying, she's making the direct connection. I have built a multi-million-dollar plus home-based business using talents and passion. The emotion, the one big thing is, I feel it at every single fiber of my body that I have the talents and the passion to go and change the world. Everyone in that space knows that they have the talents and the passion. They know it at every single level. And now there's that direct connection between I've been blessed with multi-million. So in your mind, you now go, all right, multi-million plus home-based business around my talents and passion. Obviously what I need to do now, right? Okay. I absolutely love what I do. That's actually that should be green and yellow once again, because most people have that frustration. They don't absolutely love what they do because they are stuck in a day job and do a little bit of coaching on the side. Here is someone who absolutely loves what they do. Now, of course, we want to be like her. Boom, on we go. Work daily with a fantastic team. Why is that important? Because that emotion of belonging, being part of a group, like-minded people, very, very important to this target audience. Family time, again, super important. There are a lot of women in this target space, and they all have kids. So that is a super important point. And on it goes. More here. Here are a couple of negative ones. This is basically goes into objection handling. So this is basically, up to this point, it was all emotion. Thrown in a tiny bit of social proof. But the rest is all connecting proof to emotions. That's it. So up to this point, and this is we're like on page 2.5, there is nothing but using emotions to pull the right people in and basically ignore everybody else. And that's it. There's nothing. There is no, like, here are, what it is. Here are the bonuses. Here are the features and benefits. No. There is a solid 2.5 pages of emotions and fears and frustrations. Nothing else, told in a very nice way. And that is how a sales letter should be. Now, I'll do a couple more here, but I'll leave it then because, this is running long, but you get the idea. So this main thing was all about emotions. Once again, she continues using emotions in the objection handling. So this is the first part. Even before telling you what it is, what you're getting, she's now preempting any objections that are coming up. And basically one of them is it's not just another event. Let me see what the other ones here. Yeah, okay. So the one big thing is that people in this space, they do realize they're doing shelf development, not self-development, but shelf development. They're just buying courses and sticking them up on their shelves, all right? And this is basically, one of them. It's just yet another event. I go to another event and I'll have another aha moment, another insight, and then it's all the same, okay? Here she's saying it's not one of those. It's going to be different. And why is it going to be different? Well, first of all, because you're getting a systematized plan. Excellent. Responsibility is on the plan, not on myself. And of course, your version of my success. Very, very important that you then create your own version of this thing. Okay, cool. Here's another, it's kind of related to this. 80% of the time, I'm the one teaching. You're going to get a lot of me. Once again, when you look at the personal development world, a lot of people connect, even across like the virtual world, with the guru. So it is very important in this space that you get the guru. And I've personally been, when I got into it, I connected with the guru, Chris Howard. And I got to the first event and there was no Chris Howard. I'm going, what the? It's like a lot of people are just going, and the other trainer was just as good. But you're kind of connecting with the guru, and that's why she's doing here. It's like, oh, by the way, you're getting me. Aha moments is something that is basically, the common language. No, shut up, telephone. Common language in the personal development world, and so that's why she's putting it in here. You need to use the language that is used by everyone in your world. Goes on and on and on. I encourage you to go through the rest of the sales letter here. There are a lot of pain points. Do you really know, all the stuff that parents or teachers told you? This is basically, once again, common currency in the personal development. Everyone tries to figure out why the heck they're stuck. And then they go, right, it's because I have fear of failure, or because I have fear of this, or because, my parents told me, or my teachers told you. That is, basically she's doing everything everyone recognize as yes, of course. Here basically she is listing various aha moments everyone has had at some point. I am stuck because because of society, because of the way we're brought up, because of my fears and frustrations about failure, about succeeding, all that kind of thing. Um, and so on. Tons more here. It's basically a nice mix of positive, make a big difference, and as you can see, it's basically repetition, 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 repetition. There is nothing new here. It's just repeating the emotions over and over again, and that's it. Actually, no, there's more. There's more. Okay. Oh yeah, here. Now we've got a nice one. We're blaming existing bad stuff. It's basically indirectly saying, look, all that stuff that other people are teaching you is rubbish. There's a common enemy, and there is a better way. So new and improved. By the way, new and improved. If you have something that is new and improved, super super powerful. Why? Because people have tried all kinds of stuff. Don't be under the illusion that people come to you the first. They just woke up and went, look, I want to be a heart-centered entrepreneur, and I'm going to go to you. No, they've tried tons of stuff, tons of different things. They, in weight loss, blah blah blah. So if you've got something that's new and improved, wow, I need to pay attention. So anyway, we are, on page 4 of 18. So that is less than a quarter, and it's all been about emotions, nicely mixed, positive, negative, but basically talking about frustrations, aspirations, tying it with a positive, outcome. Look, I've managed to do it. My students have done it. It's all systematized, so you don't actually need to do anything. You just need to put the system into place, and it's all going to work. This is, and by the way, you might now think like, whoa, Veit, that sounds all like dodgy sales psychology. No, on the contrary. Please, this is beautifully done. Okay, this is how selling should be. This is effective selling, because the whole facts and figures stuff, yeah, there are a couple of facts and figures later on. This is what you're getting. Right, I think this is what you're getting. You're getting step 1, step 1, this is what you're getting together with social proof. You're getting step 2 with, no social proof. Step 3, there's more social proof coming up. Here, look, more social proof. So you're getting the various steps. That's all very cool. Then you're getting all the usual stuff at the end, the risk reversal, etc., etc. But if you don't have this thing, anyone who reads through this thing and gets to the one point, if this is you, right? Remember if this sounds familiar. Alrighty, cool. So at this point, basically you're either in or out. And then we reinforce that some more, and we start to tie the emotions to outcomes. So this is purely emotions, you're in or you're out. Now we're going to, now we tie in emotions to outcomes, and basically outcomes we get from the thing. And the thing is then described down here. That is, in a nutshell, and this was a long nutshell, the essence of the sales letter, and it's beautifully done. It's so beautifully done that I signed up for it. There you go. Alrighty, cool. So I encourage you to print this out, highlight all the stuff, study what she's doing there, because that is what works. Okay. Now, this of course is applied to the personal development world, but the underlying principle is exactly the same. If you do anything, if you only do one thing ever, it is to go and figure out the fears and frustrations. Basically, if you don't have this part in place, if you can't write the pre-headline and the headline, which has this is you, and this might be one of your biggest frustrations or aspirations. Okay, here's a frustration kind of mixed with an aspiration, and the same here. Blessing out in the world is an aspiration, pay handsomely is a frustration and aspiration. Actually, they're both, they're aspirations and frustrations. All three of them are. If you can't write this, you then have to start relying on bonuses and dodgy sales psychology, scarcity, all that kind of stuff. The moment you get this right, all this flows almost automatically, and this flows automatically. The tying to the outcome, and then the describing what it is, all follows automatically. Okay, there you go. Have fun with this, and I'll speak to you soon.